As a youngster, I was one of 5 children, and my dog was my closest friend. I would walk to school, and she would jump over the fence and follow me and land up at school, behaving very well in class. So she just became part of the classroom, sit quietly next to me during the day and then walk home with me in the afternoon. That somehow just made me realize that animals have feelings and animals need to be cared for and loved and looked after by humans. My name is Dr. Rachel Shuttleworth. I'm a specialist veterinarian. I've specialized in animal reproduction. So I've had this specialist practice for 20 years, initially in Johannesburg, and then I moved down to Cape Town. I love the animals. In my line of work, I work very little with sick animals, which is really quite a privilege. But also, I just really love the people in this line of work. Ultimate Canine Nutrition began in our consulting room. The idea started off with a conversation between myself and a client of mine. She's a breeder and I work with breeders, and we were talking about how breeders struggle. They really want to feed their dogs the best possible, but they can't always afford the super premium or the imported foods. So we actually started that ball rolling with a plan to fund the first ingredients and then take it from there. The ideal would be to produce a high quality food that is more accessible to most people. So when we started thinking about making dog foods, my obvious first thought was to make raw food. In terms of quality control, I felt it was too risky to kind of go into that business. I then started researching what was the closest I could get to raw, but in a kibble form. So that was basically what my aim was. So then I started looking at what grain you could add and what is healthy grain. So we put sorghum in, which is an ancient grain, and it's one of the more healthy grains that you get. And then we use a lot of rice in the food, which is also healthy for the dogs.
I got a phone call from Rachel one day. She had a need for a high-quality manufacturing facility, and she explained the premium product that she was making, and that's how Ultimate Canine Nutrition came into our lives. I have pets myself, and I know what pet owners expect. Our pets are our kids. We love them with all our hearts. So when it comes to raw materials, there's no cutting corners. And we don't include small amounts of raw materials for the sake of a claim. It's really about the performance of the product and using the right quantities to get that performance. We make sure that every raw material entering our system has been tested and is safe to use. We hold our raw material supplies to the highest standards, and we pride ourselves in a very stable process, and anything that's not in spec, we don't send out the door.
I love it that we're South African, but yet we can provide a really high quality food. We've really now got a range of food that I feel the dogs do really well on. The premix we put in is a very broad premix. I think I'd feed my children the premixes quite happily. and the full range is gluten-free. We've added diatomaceous earth, which is a natural product. Not only is it a natural multivitamin and mineral, but it's also a natural dewormer. Glucosamine and chondroitin, which is for joints, that's in all the food. Percentage of protein in the food is all animal protein. It's not boosted up with plant protein. And then our fats are relatively high, which is again what animals need. You just see it on the animals' coats and everything that they're getting all the vitamins and minerals they need. One of our clients had an old dog who was like hobbling around, just like not really wanting to walk around at all. And within literally 2 days or 3 days, that dog was running around like a puppy. And it's really rewarding to kind of hear that kind of feedback.
My journey with Ultimate Canine Nutrition probably started about 3.5, 4 years ago. It's been good from a fertility point of view. It's been good from a conditioning point of view.
I've been using Ultimate Canine Nutrition in my dogs now for approximately 5 years. And since I've started using it, I've had much less issues with gastrointestinal problems, and my dogs have been in optimal health.
You know, dogs can smell quality. So when you put the kibble in front of the dogs, you'll tell you, hey, I like eating.
I've seen better skin health, mouth hygiene. Energy levels have been really great, especially in terms of how we work them.
Less shedding, less bowel movements because they digest and absorb more of the food. We haven't had any allergies, we haven't had any skin issues. We've really had good results overall.
What I love most about the product is that it's a local product. Locally sourced, locally produced, and locally developed.
I would definitely recommend this product because of the health benefits, and also for the quality of the product. It's very reasonably priced.
I would recommend Ultimate Canine Nutrition. It keeps my dogs happy and healthy.
We look after ourselves, we need to do the same for our pets. They're a choice for life, in addition to the family, just like kids. And it's important to give them what you can, the best you can. Yeah, happy pets, happy life, you know.